Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande. Readings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, Text 1, Scheduled Incarnations with Specific Functions. Before getting into the text, let us chant the auspicious invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nigarmakalpataror phalam Sukamukātamrita dravasamyutam Pibata Bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuragho rasika bhuvibhavakaha Narayanam namaskritya Naranchaiva narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Brahmovāca Yatra kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat Yatra kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. brahmovāca yatrodyataḥ kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat. krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. brahmovāca yatrodyataḥ kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya vipra. krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. brahmovāca yatrodyataḥ kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat. krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. brahmovāca yatrodyataḥ ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. Mataji. brahmovāca yatrodyataḥ kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat. krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm anantaḥ. antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ. tam daṁṣṭrayādrim iva vajra-dharo dadāra. brahmovāca. Lord Brahma said, yatra, at that time, when udyataḥ, attempted, kṣiti-tala, the planet earth, uddharaṇāya, for the matter of lifting, bibhrat, assumed, krauḍīṁ, pastimes, tanum, form, sakala, total, yajña-mayīm, all-inclusive sacrifices, anantaḥ, the unlimited, antar, within the universe, mahā-arṇave, the great Garbha Ocean, upāgatam, having arrived at, ādi, the first, daityam, demon, tam, him, daṁṣṭrayā, by the tusk, adrim, the flying mountains, iva, like, vajra-dharo, the controller of the thunderbolts, dadāra, pierced. Translation, please repeat. Lord Brahma said, when the unlimitedly powerful Lord assumed the form of a boar as a pastime just to lift the planet Earth, which was drowned in the great ocean of the universe called Garbhodaka, the first demon, Hiranyaksha, appeared, and the Lord pierced him with his tusk. Purport. Since the beginning of creation, the demons and the demigods, or the Vaishnavas, are always two classes of living beings to dominate the planets of the universe. Lord Brahma is the first demigod, and Hiranyaksha is the first demon in the universe. Only under certain conditions do the planets float as weightless balls in air. As soon as these conditions are disturbed, the planets may fall down in Garbhodaka Ocean, which covers half of the universe. The other half of the spherical dome within which the innumerable planetary systems exist. The floating of the planets in the weightless air is due to inner constitution of the globes, and modernized drilling of the earth to exploit oil within is a sort of disturbance by the modern demons and can result in greatly harmful reaction to the floating condition of earth. The similar disturbances was created formerly by the demons headed by Hiranyaksha, the great exploiter of the gold rush, and the earth was detached from its weightless condition and fell down into Garbhodaka Ocean. The Lord, as maintainer of the whole creation of the material world, therefore assumed the gigantic form of a boar with proportionate snout and picked up the earth from within the water of Garbhodaka Ocean. Sri Jayadeva Goswami, a great Vaishnava poet, has sang as follows: Vashati dashana sikare dharani tavalagna shashini kalanka kaleva nimagna keshavadruta sukara rupa jaya jagadisha hare jaya jagadisha hare. O Keshava, O Supreme Lord, who assumed the form of a boar, O Lord, the planet Earth rested on your tusk and appeared like a moon engraved with spots. Such is the symptom of an incarnation of the Lord. The incarnations of the Lord is not concocted idea of some fanciful men who created an incarnation out of imagination. The incarnation of the Lord appears under extraordinary circumstances like the above mentioned occasion, and the incarnation performs tasks which is not even imaginable by teeny brain of the mankind. The modern creators of the many cheap incarnations may take note of the factual incarnations of the God as gigantic boar, with a suitable snout to carry the planet Earth. When the Lord appeared to pick up earth, the demon of the name Hiranyaksha created a disturbance in the methodical functions of the Lord, and therefore he was killed by piercing by the Lord's tusk. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, the demon Hiranyaksha was killed by the hand of the Lord, and therefore his version is that after being killed by the hand of the Lord, the demon was pierced by the tusk, and Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur confirms this version. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadadi Sapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namaom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shurnavadi Paschaityadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangalangayate Girimitrupatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Kathanjana Smrite Yasmin Duskaram Sukaram Bhavet Vismrite Pritam Syat Sri Chaitanyam Namamitam. Hare Krishna. So, here Lord Brahma is very enthusiastically, immediately jumped into the topic, because in the last verse, which was very nicely dealt with by His Grace Nitai Chandra Nimai Prabhu, Brahma was telling Narada that I want to speak about these Leela-avataras, and by speaking about them, this Karna Kashaya, he dealt with this point of Karna Kashaya very elaborately. This will be removed. And then he doesn't want to waste any more time. So immediately Brahma has jumped into the topic. He says, yatrodyataḥ kṣiti-taloddharaṇāya bibhrat krauḍīṁ tanum sakala-yajña-mayīm antar-mahārṇava upāgatam ādi-daityaṁ daṁṣṭrayādrim vajra-dharo dadāra. Lord Brahma said, when the unlimitedly powerful Lord assumed the form of a boar as a pastime just to lift the planet Earth, which was drowned in the great ocean of the universe called Garbha, the first demon appeared and the Lord pierced him with his tusk. Now, in the purport, Prabhupada has dealt with a number of themes. I don't know if you will have time to deal with all those themes. That is Prabhupada's beauty, that he can so succinctly deal with many themes within one small purport. We will try to explore these themes as much as time permits. So the first theme Prabhupada brings up is the balance of the universe. The balance of the universe. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dharayami Ahamojasa. Very simple statement. Just 2 lines. Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dharayami Ahamojasa. But these two lines is a great subject matter of study of all the scientists. Like for example, Newton has studied and then he has actually calculated that due to the different mass of the planets are not colliding with each other and they are able to form a particular orbit. Then there has been different theories over the modern scientific understanding. There has been different theories. There has been what is called as epicentric theory, which was in the beginning it was current, which means that the scientists believed that Earth is the center and everything is revolving around the Earth. Then there is a trend, later the heliocentric theory, it became more popular, where people started saying that the sun is the center and all the planets are going around the Earth. Now the scientists have understood that within the antariksha you can keep anything as center. You can actually keep Earth as center and you can plot the whole orbit of all planets around the Earth. You can keep sun as center and then you can plot all the orbits of the planets around the sun. Is possible because it's space. And the movement is so much guided. It is not like random movement. It is not like Indian traffic, that everything is going everywhere. And then in between one bull also comes. It is not like that. Everything is so controlled. Everything is so measured. Everything is so much predictable. So therefore, the modern scientists are able to predict, and also the ancient scriptures have been able to predict when the sun rises, when the moon rises, when a particular star will take a certain position, when the stars will come together, when they will go away. So much of calculation is possible. So much of calculation is possible. Why? Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dharayami Ahamojasa. I have arranged everything. Krishna is saying, I have put my energy into this. And I have arranged everything in such a way that everything is perfectly arranged. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Everything is perfectly arranged. And it is obvious to see, by seeing order, by seeing symmetry, by seeing discipline, by seeing a certain way of movement, which is perfectly calculable, immediately we think of intelligence. Because without intelligence, this is not possible. It is not possible to arrange things without intelligence. Arrangement means intelligence. But of course, modern scientists, they are like Hiranyaksha. Also, therefore, this idea of refusing God is not new. See, in this material world, you cannot bring anything new. This material world is such a boring place that you cannot have some new concept. I have found some new concept. What is the new concept? The new concept is, there is no God. Oh, Mr. Stupid Man, that concept is existing from the beginning of creation. There was one fellow called Hiranyaksha, and in the beginning of creation, he said that there is no God. So you can't bring any new concept in this material world. You cannot bring any new problem in this material world. Same concept, same problem, same solution. What is the problem? The problem is we have this body. Whether Hiranyaksha or Harilila doesn't matter. There's only one problem. What is the problem? We have this body. What is the solution? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No new problem, no new solution. Karna Kasha. How to remove Karna Kasha? Simply hear Krishna's name. Simply hear Krishna's name. Why should we hear Krishna's name? Because there's only one relationship which exists. That relationship is between me and Krishna. And if I forget this relationship, then how to bring that relationship back? Simply hear about Krishna. Array, we are having such a nice arrangement. We are having so many skyscraper building, this building, that building. And then, somebody is saying, I am building the biggest building, Burj Khalifa. Before that, there was some American building which was very big. Everything is built where? Built on this Mother Earth. kṣiti-tala. Everything is built on this Mother Earth. And where was Mother Earth? She was under the Garbha Ocean. Who brought this Mother Earth for you and gave it, left it floating on the antariksha so that you can build your skyscraper building or you can build your hut and then you can be very proud? The fellow who built hut also is very proud. The fellow who built skyscraper is also very proud. Both of them are saying, oh, this is my place. This is my place. My place. What is your place? What is your place? So, who gave the facility? Here, if you read Bhagavatam, we know, oh, Krishna gave this facility. This was inside the ocean. And Krishna brought it up. Krishna left it floating. He gave this facility. So, we are enjoying the facility which is given by Krishna. So, therefore, naturally, we should understand that Krishna is our well-wisher. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, that bhaktara meke tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram sugrutam sarva bhutanam jnatva mam shantim rachyati. We are always saying that we want peace, but peace is not, we are not getting peace, we are all becoming peace. Why? Because we are not acknowledging what is obviously in front of us. What is that thing which is obviously in front of us? There's one person who loves us, that's Krishna. It's obviously in front of us. It's an obvious fact. If you look everywhere, you can only see that Krishna loves us. You cannot see anything else. You see this now, the sun is there, so nicely sun is there. So Krishna is saying that prabhasmi shashi surayo. Suppose sunlight is not there. Imagine there is no sunlight. In winter, sometimes 2-3 days there is no sun. Everybody gets so disturbed. Even clothes don't dry. You don't know what to do. You put some cloth and it's not drying. You don't know what to do. You are standing with gamcha and you are scratching your head. Oh, no cloth, no dry cloth, no what to do. Sunrise is so important. And Krishna is saying, Prabhasmi Shashi Surayo. I am giving you the sun's rays. So can't we not understand? Oh, Krishna is also telling, we are so dud, we are so stupid, that Krishna is openly telling that I am your father, I am your mother. Mataham, pitaham asya jagata, mata dhata pitamaha. He is telling, why don't you understand? Why don't you understand? I am taking care of you. I am giving you everything. I am taking care of you. I gave you earth. Now you are standing on earth and you are telling, oh, this is mine. Okay, take it, Baba. I am giving you sun, I am giving you moon, I am giving you stars, I am giving you air. I am giving you the ability which you have. Paurusham Rishu. We become very proud of the ability which you have. Oh, I have this ability, I have that ability, I am artist, I am speaker, I am this, I am that. But who gave that ability? Krishna gave that ability. Paurusham Rishu. Krishna is saying, now what more you want? But we are so adamant that we don't want to acknowledge Krishna's presence. This is called demoniac mentality. Hiranyaksha, he is thinking gold is more powerful than Krishna. Hiranyaksha, he has an eye for gold. In the 40s and 50s, there was gold rush in America. Everyone was running for gold. They're making big movies in Bollywood. That how people are going, Hollywood, how people are going behind gold. So the gold rush. This gold rush is demoniac mentality. Because we think that gold is more powerful than God. But what is gold according to Bhagavatam? If you hear what is gold according to Bhagavatam, you'll be surprised. Gold is simply semen of Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva was running behind Mohini Murti, then he was releasing his semen in so many places, and that semen became gold and silver. So, sometime Prabhupada called it yellow stool. Prabhupada called gold as yellow stool. But we think that gold is more important than God. And that is also a new idea. That's not a new idea. That idea came from Hiranyaksha, the first demon. And of course, later it is explained, Maitreya will explain in 3rd canto, how the Lord was actually playing with him. The Lord was actually playing with him. And then finally he gave one little slap, tick, he gave one slap. Not that, he was doing all that before, just to have fun. Then Hiranyaksha hitting him and his weapon falling down. All this, the Lord was just having fun. And Brahma was becoming very tense. He was getting, he was getting very nervous. He was telling, oh my Lord, please kill this demon. Now the time is coming where he will become very, he said time is coming that the demon will become very powerful. Who is that time? Who is that time? Sometimes Krishna is very clever. The way he speaks is so funny. Krishna, he makes people so nice fool. He makes fool so nicely, he makes fool of us. All the demigods are going when Bali, he became very powerful. All the demigods are going to the Lord and they are telling the Lord, oh, we have lost our kingdom. Bali has become so powerful. The Lord is telling what to do. Time is favoring the demons. What to do? Time is favoring the demons. So therefore, you should go and make friendship with demons, and you do one thing, along with the demons, you go and churn the milk ocean. But who is time? Who is time? The demigods also crazy. They're also, they're also shaking their head. Yes, time is favoring the demons. And even demons accept time. Like when Rukmini is carried away by Krishna, then Shishupala is very much worried. And Jarasandha is going and telling Shishupala what to do. Time is very powerful. Sometimes it happens like this. You want something, but time factor doesn't allow you to have it. Who is time factor? Time factor is that Krishna who is actually carrying Rukmini. Why don't you accept that he is powerful? This is demoniac mentality. You will accept that nature is powerful. You will accept that time is powerful. You will accept that sun is powerful. You will accept that atom bomb is powerful. You will accept everything is powerful, but you will fail to accept that Krishna is powerful. This is called demoniac mentality. So, therefore, here Prabhupada is explaining that how when we go against Krishna's established nature, we will always create disturbance. And Prabhupada is specifically pointing out about the fossil fuel. That we are actually drilling and we are bringing fuel, it is bound to cause a lot of disturbance. Now you may say that what is this? why, Prabhupada, what is the connection between fossil fuel and Hiranyaksha and how this will cause disturbance? That it will going to drown the Mother Earth just because we have some petrol? You see the amount of development which has happened due to fossil fuel. Excuse me, sir. All this demoniac development is simply drowning the Mother Earth. Why it is drowning the Mother Earth? Because today scientists themselves are saying that Arctic ice is melting, Antarctic ice is melting, and in 50 years, half the city will be gone, and there is a global warming, and this sea levels are rising, this greenhouse effect, that effect, this effect, everything came from where? From petrol and diesel. From petrol and diesel. So when Acharya is writing a commentary, you cannot separate that commentary as a social commentary, spiritual commentary, that commentary, this commentary, like that. This is neophyte mentality. This is neophyte mentality. To separate the Acharya's commentary as, oh, this is social commentary, this is only applicable for certain time. This is spiritual commentary, this is applicable for all time. So therefore, the social commentary of Acharya has to be adjusted and the spiritual commentary of Acharya has to be intact. This is neophyte mentality. Recently I was reading, somebody sent some memories of Prabhupada, and I was reading, and there in America Prabhupada was traveling, and then one big fruit truck was going, and Prabhupada said, watermelons. Prabhupada said, watermelons. But actually, they could only see oranges on the fruit truck. So everybody told Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, this is not watermelon, this is Florida oranges. And Prabhupada kept quiet. Because the truck was going in front of them, the car was going behind them. So the disciples trying to educate the spiritual master that this is orange, this is not watermelon, as if he doesn't know. So then their car, it crossed the truck, and behind the oranges there were watermelons. From behind they could not see, they could see only the orange. But the things were arranged in such a way that when could they see from back side, they could only see orange. And at the front side of the truck, there were watermelons. And as they crossed the truck, then everybody could see that there was watermelon. And Prabhupada smiled and he said, watermelons are there. So therefore, sometimes Acharya can see what we cannot see. And he can see what we can see also. Sometimes he may not state what we can see because everybody is seeing that. And he may state something what we cannot see. And we may think that Acharya doesn't know. We may think that Acharya doesn't know because we cannot see it. But he can see it. So, when Prabhupada wrote this commentary, I am sure people would have laughed. What is this? The most important thing, which is fuel, which is the prime driver for economic growth. Prabhupada is criticizing that. They are the prime mover of economic growth. For more than a century, fossil fuel has been the prime mover of economic growth. And Prabhupada is criticizing that when people did not even think about the effects of fossil fuel. Today people are crying for green energy. They are saying that green energy is so important. No, we should move away from fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is causing so much pollution. This, that, blah, 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 blah. So here Prabhupada is writing. And he is saying that it has the ability to drown the earth, lose its balance. And exactly that is happening. Or at least the scientists are saying, oh, earth is going to drown, earth is going to drown. Cities are going to drown, all the ice is going to melt. And the seawater level is going to go up so much, 2 meter, 3 meter, 5 meter. Every day they are giving some, every time when they have the conference, they are giving some calculation, how many football field size of ice has melted in Antarctic, how big iceberg has fallen into the ocean and is melting, so many millions of liters of water is being added. Iceland, you could not see land in Iceland, that's why it's called as Iceland. Greenland and Iceland, you could not see land. Now they are able to see land because all the glacier has melted. They are able to see land. So, the danger which we cannot see, because the Acharya has spiritual vision, he can see. So sometimes we may think, oh, obvious this is wrong. Obvious this is wrong. What he is saying is wrong. This is politically incorrect. What is politics? Politics came yesterday. And politics will change tomorrow. This is the nature of politics. 50 years back, 100 years back, it was illegal to have same-sex relationship. Today there is a term called homophobia. Because if you speak against same-sex relationship, then you are considered politically incorrect. But the situation was different 50 years back, 100 years back. Now the situation is different. In 100 years, situation could be different. Just because the situations of the social commentary is changing, we cannot say that Acharya's vision is defective. It's a very important thing. Acharya's vision is Acharya's vision. Modern political situation is not suiting the Acharya's vision. That is the modern political situation's problem. That is not the problem of the Acharya's vision. When Prabhupada met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada brought up this point. He said that India is under British rule. We should first fight for India's freedom, and India should become free. Then we should preach Krishna consciousness, then people will take us seriously. If we are a country who are a slave, and if you are preaching Krishna consciousness, nobody will take us seriously. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur immediately countered him. Krishna consciousness is so urgent, so important, that it cannot wait for any political situation. Political situations come, political situations go. Social situations come, social situations go. This is all product of crazy mind. But the eternal truth spoken in the scripture never changes. So therefore, one should be sensitive to these things, and one should not try to think that we have to moderate, or we have to alter, or we have to control, or we have to delete. Control, alter, delete. What happens if you do control, alter, delete? Reset. We are not meant to reset. Bhagavatam is meant to reset. Tadvag visargo janataga viplavo yasmin pratishlokam apatyavatiyapi namnani anantasya shonkitanyet shunvanti gayanti grinanti sadavaha. Janata aga viplavaha. Aga means sin. Janata means common man. Common man is interested in doing sin. This is his main interest in Kali Yuga. Because in Kali Yuga, sin is the most marketable thing. And everybody is marketing sin in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga economy is based on sin. So, sin cannot be removed from people's life in Kali Yuga. So if you want to remove sin from the people's life of Kali Yuga, revolution is required. Viplava. Revolution is required. You cannot create revolution by acknowledging sin. You can create revolution by eradicating sin. So that's what we are meant to do. This is a movement of revolutionaries. It is not a movement which is meant for faint-hearted, politically correct people. It is a movement to fight Hiranyaksha. It is not a movement to make friendship with Hiranyaksha. So, we should have the courage to stand and fight. Okay, we may fall. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, okay, stand and fight. If you fall, it is your glory. If you fall, it is your glory. So, therefore, it's another important theme within the purport. We covered half the purport. There are two more themes, or at least two more modern themes, which is important. One of the themes which Prabhupada covers is the incarnations. Incarnations, that how to identify an incarnation and how not to fall for cheap incarnations. And this is another thing in Kali Yuga, that everybody wants to become God. And everybody wants to be an incarnation. In South India, in Tamil Nadu, where I come from, literally in every district there is an incarnation of God. We are so blessed that we have so many gods. And sometimes these gods fight with each other in TV about who is God. And then in Tamil Nadu, we have a special God who claims himself to be Lord Shiva. And he has made a country for himself, it is called Kailasha. So we have all sorts of crazy namuna calling themselves as God in Kali Yuga. And many people are following them also. See, it is not that it's like, somebody is saying, I am God, and then nobody cares about it. They laugh at him. Hey, kya pagal aadmi hai? They laugh at him. No. People seriously follow in Kali Yuga. Pranaya alpayasa sabya khalavasmi nigay janah mandaha sumanda madayo mandabhagya nahi upadritaha. They so easily fall for these gods, the so-called gods. And they become their followers. So Prabhupada is saying that if you are talking of God, please understand what God can do. He can have a snout which is powerful enough, which can lift the whole Mother Earth. Our snout, it cannot even hold a mustache. They are shaving it. And now somebody is saying, I am God. Okay, keep one lemon here, sir, and then hold it for some time. Can you do it? No, I cannot do it. Then why are you God? Because God is good business. Most profitable business to be God. Most profitable business to be God. And then create a whole movement of people. People are so much. See, why Krishna conscious movement is so important? Why Krishna conscious movement is so? Why preaching is so important? Because you see, people in Kali Yuga are looking for spiritual solutions to their problem. People in Kali Yuga are looking for spiritual solution. They want to connect with God. But these rascals, they are actually posing themselves as God and exploiting people. Literally millions of people. Literally millions. Not like 1, 2, 3, 4. Millions of people are exploited. And in Tamil Nadu, I have seen. I saw so much of exploitation, I became atheistic till I met Prabhupada actually. Means till I read Prabhupada books, I actually became atheistic. Because in Tamil Nadu, it is so common that somebody claims to be God and millions of people simply run behind him. And what this guy is doing? He doesn't even take bath. At least take bath. If you're God, you take bath, you dress nicely. Guy looks so shabby. And he says he's God, and millions of people run behind him. So, the point is, people are looking for Krishna consciousness. People are really suffering. They want some solution. They want to connect with God. That's why God is such a big market. Why God is such a big market? Because market is driven by demand. There is a huge demand for God. There is a huge demand for spirituality. There is huge demand to actually understand that I am a spirit soul. But because that market we are unable to cover completely, then there are so many spurious players in that market. So therefore, from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time, from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's time, from Prabhupada's time, our acharyas have again and again insisted on the emergency of spreading Krishna consciousness. In the Bhagavatam purport, Prabhupada actually writes, when your house is on fire, you don't care for language to communicate. This is the kind of emergency with which we have to spread Krishna consciousness. Because people want it. People want to know God. People want to connect with God. People want to be sheltered by God. And we have the best, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the shelter of everything. So, that's another important responsibility which comes to us, that we should take God consciousness everywhere. We should take God consciousness everywhere. So, if we if we understand that how important it is to be Krishna conscious ourselves, then how important it is to make Krishna conscious others. How important it is to actually acknowledge and recognize Krishna in our own life. Because if we don't acknowledge, if we don't recognize, if we don't see Krishna's hand in our own life, forget it, we cannot convince anybody. So first of all, it is important for us to become Krishna conscious. By reading Prabhupada's books, by reading these purports, by seeing what Krishna is doing for us. This whole chapter is what Krishna has done for each and every one of us. This chapter is not some incarnation came, they fought some ding, 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 and then they went off. This is not like that. This chapter is not like that. This chapter is about what Krishna did for me. This is what it is about, this chapter. When you read in each and every incarnation, where it's explained that what these incarnations have done, this is for me. If Hiranyaksha had, if Lord Bore, if he had not lifted the Mother Earth and if he had not killed Hiranyaksha, I cannot be sitting here. I am sitting here because of Varahadev. That much close connection we have with what subject matter is described in this chapter. It's not that something happened at some point of time, some story, okay, let's read. Each and every incarnation is why you are here. That much close connection is there. If Varaha did not lift Mother Earth, we will not have this place. We will not have Mayapur, we will not have such a wonderful arrangement, we will not have our houses, we will not have our ashrams, we will not enjoy all these arrangements. We are enjoying all these things because Varaha lifted Mother Earth. So we have close connection with Varahadev. He is the provider of the place where we live. So this whole chapter is about how Krishna has done each and everything for you and for me and for everybody so carefully, so lovingly. Krishna has done so many things for us. This is for us to reflect that this is the person whom I have told that I don't want you. This is the person. So that is the reflection which we should have while reading this chapter, while reading Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam is ultimately a treatise of love. Pibata Bhagavatam rasam alayam. Bhugravo rasika bhuvāca. That ultimately, by all this discussion, is simply meant to understand that here is one person, he loves me, and there is no reason why I should not love him. There is every reason why I should love him. So therefore, we have this wonderful opportunity. Brahma is giving us this opportunity to actually sit, realize, relish, and take it to our heart that in different ways, how Krishna is personally coming and taking care of me. So let us use this opportunity. Let us hear nice Krishna Katha of Krishna's exploits. Urukrama is called Urukrama, Krishna's exploits. How he has done many heroic activities for me, for you, for everybody. It's a very personal chapter, very, very personal chapter. This chapter is between me and Krishna, between the reader and Krishna. When you read this chapter, it is between the person who is reading and Krishna. This is like sometimes an young man, he falls in love with a young woman, and then he tries to sit with the young woman and tell her that, see, I have done this for you, I have done that for you, I have done so much for you, I went to this place, I brought this for you, I went to that place, I brought that for you. He's actually trying to tell her how much he loves her and how many types of activities he has done to impress her. Krishna is doing the same thing. This is a very personal and intimate talk between the reader and Krishna. And Brahma is facilitating that talk. So it's a very personal chapter. It's a very personal experience to read this chapter. Whole of second canto. Sometimes devotees think second canto, oh, very philosophical. Just get through it. But second canto is like a talk of the lover and the beloved. Because in second canto, see, in 10th canto, other places like Krishna is doing something for so many people, it's all okay. But in the second canto, you actually find what Krishna has done for you. What Krishna has done for you. Very, very personal. A very personal canto. When you actually realize that, then it's like a very intimate talk between the lover and the beloved. So now some nice talk is going to happen. It's already started. Let's relish this. Let's take full advantage of this. Okay, let's stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, one question. It's already time for darshan. One question.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. Prabhuji, why was Mother Earth was drowned in the Garbha Ocean? What is the reason behind, Prabhu?
Because Hiranyaksha, he wanted to take control of Mother Earth. So he didn't want a human population to flourish there. He wanted to have his own control, and he wanted to exploit the resources of Mother Earth, especially the gold and other things. So his idea was that drown her in the ocean, then nobody will be able to use her, then I will be able to enjoy her. So that is his idea. So he made some disturbance like that and he drowned. So this is the same idea everybody has, everybody has some little portion of the Mother Earth and everybody thinks nobody should enjoy it, I should be the only enjoyer. It's all same. It's like that idea with Hiranyaksha is at like a macro level. We have that idea at micro level. So we are all micro Hiranyakshas. He is macro Hiranyaksha. So he is macro, we are micro. The mentality is same. I am the enjoyer, I should only enjoy, nobody else should enjoy. That's the only thing. Okay, we'll stop here. It's already time for darshan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Prema